Real Estate Insider, where America goes for funding. Give us a call or text Angelo Christian, your direct nationwide lender, 832-431-6331. So today we're talking about the self-employed mortgage loans with the profit and loss only. So as you guys know, we're a direct nationwide commercial, residential, private lender, and we love helping self-employed. We love helping entrepreneurs, business owners, and so we're really focusing in on expanding, on educating everyone about non-QM loans, DSCR, and right now the profit and loss only loan. So we talked a lot about the bank statement loan, which is you can get a mortgage loan without tax returns, without W-2s, without pay stubs, just using your bank statements. So you have your last 12 months of bank statements if you're self-employed, and you use that to qualify for the loan. Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much for watching the show and the channel with Angelo Christian. So the product that we're going to be talking about today is if you're a business owner and you may not have all the bank statements, or there might be issues on the bank statements like overdrafts or NSFs, because if you have too many overdrafts, usually more than 5 in a year, then it might be hard for you to get a bank statement loan. Or if you have too many NSFs, non-sufficient fund charges, because of cash flow, which a lot of business owners experience, then you may not be able to get approved for a bank statement loan. So you have to look at alternative financing options like the profit and loss only. So if you run a business, you guys know what I'm talking about. You have a P&L, a profit and loss. So what we're looking for is the trailing 12 months, the last 12 months profit and loss to qualify you for the loan. So now it's, June 2025. We go back 12 months, June of 2024, and you give us the profit and loss statement showing what your gross revenue is, all your expenses, and then whatever your net income is on that profit and loss statement. It can be prepared by you, but then it has to be signed off by your accountant or CPA. It doesn't have to be audited, but it does have to be signed off by your accountant, enrolled agent, or a CPA. And then whatever the net income is on that profit and loss statement is what's used to qualify you, regardless of what your bank statements show. So if you own, let's say you own a pharmaceutical company and you're doing $1 million a year in sales, and after all of your deductions on your profit and loss statement through your QuickBooks or however you manage it, it shows you make 200 grand a year. That's what they're going to use to qualify you for the loan, is your profit and loss statement. So they will want to see your bank statements for reserves or proof of funds, but not for qualification. So keep that in mind. But it's an awesome program because if you're a business owner, you may have multiple accounts, commingled accounts, personal accounts, 6 or 7 business accounts, and you can't show all of that. You may have partners. You may have limited partners, and you can't show all of that on a 12-month bank statement program. So a profit and loss program is cleaner. It's also a 30-year fixed mortgage. There's no mortgage insurance. There's no adjustable rate. There's no balloon. There's no prepayment penalty. We can go up to a $5 million home loan, and it can be for primary residence. It can be for investment property. It can be for secondary home. So it's an awesome product to be able to use. If you have a 620 or higher credit score, your middle credit score has to be 620 or higher. And we offer that program nationwide, with the exception of New York as of today. So whether you're trying to purchase your primary home, secondary home, investment property, we can use the profit and loss only program if you've been self-employed for at least 2 years. It does require that you've been self-employed for at least 2 years. But you don't need tax returns. You don't need W-2s. You don't need pay stubs. You just need to have the profit and loss statement. And then usually 2 months of bank statements to show your reserves or proof of funds if you're trying to purchase. You don't need 12 months of bank statements. And the interest rates right now in this program start at 6.9% for a 30-year fixed. The closing costs are usually 3 to 4%. The closing costs can be paid by the seller if you're buying. They can also be rolled into the loan if you're refinancing. They can also be paid out of pocket by you if you're the buyer, if you want to. The minimum loan amount is 150,000, and then the maximum loan amount is 5 million. But it's a great product if you're a business owner and you just want to show the product. A lot of people that want to do this is if they own the business and they can't show bank statements for whatever reasons. Too many partners, too many commingled accounts, too many overdrafts, too many NSFs. A lot of business owners, because of issues with vendors, accounts receivable, um, you know, payroll, that they have cash flow issues. Every business, to some extent, until you get really big, is going to have some type of cash flow. Hey, buddy, what's up, man? How you doing? So there's usually, well, we see a lot of businesses that have overdraft issues. Tonight we're talking about self-employed non-QM loans, business owners trying to get mortgages and using their P&L, profit and loss only, to be able to qualify. So with that said, you know, the P&L product makes a lot of sense because if you have too many overdrafts, like I said, if you go to a private lender and you got, 20 overdrafts in your account or NSFs, even if you have $1 million in the bank, they could deny you because you have too many overdrafts or NSFs. You might have been waiting on a deposit from your vendor and you thought you were getting in 30 days and it took 90 days, and you may have overdrafts because you still got to pay payroll, you still got to pay your bills. Well, if you have too many overdrafts, you're not going to qualify for that bank statement loan. So the profit and loss only is a great alternative and great solution to be able to qualify to get the loan, whether you're trying to buy a house, primary residence, secondary home. And it can be multiple units too. It doesn't just have to be a single family. It can also be a multifamily. It can be a commercial property. So it's a great product if you're out there being able to be self-employed and do the profit and loss, the P&L only program, to be able to qualify for you to get your loan. And like I said, it's got great 30-year fixed rates turning at 6.9% fixed right now with no prepayment penalty. Um, yeah, it's a great product, man. Thank you appreciate the support and the help. So if you're self-employed, there's a lot of self-employed people out there that get denied by their bank because they don't have the tax returns, they don't have the W-2s, they don't have the pay stubs, or their bank statements just don't add up. So this is a great solution, a great alternative to be able to help people out there. So if you're someone out there and you're trying to get funding, for your mortgage, for your primary residence, you're self-employed, you want great financing, you don't want to get, hard money balloon loan or adjustable rate mortgage, the P&L only self-employed is a great option to be able to help you. You get low fixed rates. You can use your profit and loss. You don't need the taxes, and you can buy your home. You can even build your house. Now, with building, let's talk about this for a second. So you can go up to $1 million with 10% down, 2 million with 20% down, 3 million with 30% down. So the higher the loan amount, the more equity you have to have. You can build with this program too, but if you build, you have to have an experienced builder building the property with you on a ground up construction loan. And if you own the land is your down payment. So it's a great product to be able to help people out there if you're trying to do a construction loan and build your house on a private, no documentation loan. The other thing, aside from the if you're trying to purchase, you also have to keep in mind, if you're doing a cash out refinance, every loan requires some type of reserve in your account. You usually have to have 3 to 6 months of reserve. So what are reserves? That's the money post closing that you have to make the mortgage payment. So if your payment's $1,000 a month, you have to have 6 months or $6,000 in your account after closing to be able to make the mortgage payment. Okay. Now, if you're cashing out doing a refinance, the cash out are your reserves. But if you're purchasing, you have to have those reserves in your account in addition to the down payment. and you can get a gift, or you can get a gift from family or from various parties to help you with the down payment and the closing cost. But you still have to have generally at least 5% of your own money in the deal. And so normally, think about this: if you're buying a house for $1 million, you need 10% down. That's 100 grand down, and then you have to have 6 months reserves. That's another $12,000. You have to budget for that and plan for that. So think about, you if you're buying a house, you're gonna need money for the down payment. You're gonna need money for the reserve. Just think about that in your head, so that way you know when you go into it that you're gonna be successful. And you can't take a loan out for that money unless those funds have seized in your account for 2 months. So because the funds have to seize in your account for 2 months, not to question the sourcing of that money. But if you just quickly go take a loan out, that's not going to be acceptable as a source of a down payment or reserves to qualify for a loan. Now, after 2 months of sitting in your bank account, then those funds have seasoned, then they will not source those funds. So just keep that in mind. Remember, we're a direct nationwide lender. We offer this program in 49 states with the exception of the state of New York. So we are the actual underwriter, the processor, the funder of this loan. You can call or text our office at 832-431-6331. All of our links are down below to get signed up, to get pre-approved with this program. Don't forget about our loan partner program too, if you want to get signed up to get paid for our referral program. Or if you want to join our team, send us your resume to loans@officialangelochristian.com. Or if you want to get pre-approved, the links are down below to enroll. There's no hard credit check. There's no contract. You don't have to put up any money. So there's no risk to you to enroll with us to get pre-approved. We don't apply for the bank right now. We just help you to work with you to help you to qualify for the loan. So keep that in mind. And also, if we work with you as a customer or a vendor or a partner, you can go on to Google on Angelo Christian Mortgage and leave us a 5-star review to get your free Amazon Loyalty Rewards gift card. So we've got a lot of different ways that we can help you to add value and help you to expand and grow, whether you need funding from real estate, loan partner broker referral program, Amazon Rewards. You want to join our real estate university to become a top producer or top closer. So all of our information is down below. Don't be a stranger. Please reach out to Angelo Christian. Give us a call, text us if we can help you. 832-431-6331. Thank you so much for watching our podcast, Real Estate Insider. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much. Y'all take care and have a great weekend. Peace out. Bye-bye.